So look, man, we are not about to turn this channel into a PlayStation channel. It just happens to be that a lot of stuff for PlayStation has happened over the last couple of weeks, and this video is not going to be any different because we're going to discuss The Last of Us and how the release date might have gotten leaked to when we're going to actually see this game. Let's talk. So what's up, guys? It's your boy Gaming Forte, and this video is actually not going to be a really long one. There's very little information here, but it could be some very important information. But before we get into that, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and share this video with all your friends on social media. It definitely helps out the channel a lot. So the topic of this video comes all the way from Game Rant, and it is titled Amazon potentially leaks The Last of Us 2 new release date. Now, for the most part, anybody that's checking out this video probably already knows why The Last of Us Part 2 was delayed indefinitely, but if you don't know, check out the card up above. It's going to take you to the video where I discuss that in more detail. But let's talk about this release date rumor. Now, as you guys know, nearly 2 weeks ago, Naughty Dog broke the hearts of millions when it was announced that The Last of Us Part 2 was delayed indefinitely. It is understandably out of Naughty Dog's hands given the greater impact the C virus pandemic has had on a multitude of industries worldwide, but that doesn't make The Last of Us 2 delay any easier. Since then, Naughty Dog and Sony have reportedly been hard at work figuring out the logistics of how to produce and ship the game and get it into the hands of the players worldwide in the quality that the fans would expect of Naughty Dog. Now, thanks to a supposed Amazon leak, there is a good chance that The Last of Us Part 2 will be available sooner than some thought. Although this leak should be taken with a heavy grain of salt, and we cannot stress that more. Leaks can always lead to heartbreak because people get their hopes up and that ends up not being the case. So definitely heed that warning. So the new release date supposedly leaked by Amazon is June 26, 2020. And that date might sound familiar to you because there's another game that is slated to come out on that exact same date, and it was Ghost of Tsushima. And as of this moment, Sony hasn't said anything about a pushback, delay, or anything for Ghost of Tsushima. And it's kind of being thought of that the reason they didn't mention that is because they're probably just going to use the allocations that they had to produce the Ghost of Tsushima game and print those discs and probably just move all that manufacturing over to The Last of Us and pretty much just put Ghost of Tsushima on hold for a while. And if they do that, I don't think anybody would be mad because Ghost of Tsushima, even if it does come out a little bit later, people would probably appreciate The Last of Us 2 coming a little bit earlier than expected. That's why it had the delay indefinitely tag put on it instead of just giving it another date right out the back. So this is really good news because this isn't even a full 30 days past the original date that this game was going to launch on May 29th. And me personally, during all this stuff going on, I mean, we all can use some good news, especially for us gamers that's sheltered in our houses, because like a lot of people say, this is something we've been training for our whole lives. And if gamers are definitely the ones that can make it through something like this. So very interesting to see that is something that could happen. But the biggest question is, what do you guys think? Would you be happy with The Last of Us Part 2 releasing on June 29th and delaying supposedly, Ghost of Tsushima? I know this article isn't really pointing at that being a case, but it's still an interesting conversation to have because I don't think they're going to release these games on the same exact day. So I think one's going to be a casualty of war to get the other one out, and the fact that The Last of Us Part 2 has already been delayed twice already and Ghost of Tsushima has only had its date shipped once, I can see them saying, instead of pushing it back even further, let's get this game out to people. And like they said, the biggest reason is because of logistics, and maybe Sony has figured it out how they can logistically get this game into as many people's hands as possible. We're not going to really get into the whole bushes about if a game is ready to re-release, if just releasing it digitally is the way to go. I just think Sony just wants everybody to enjoy this game at the same time. It's not like digital media, like a movie where, you know, you pay for it once, you watch it, you get the experience, and it's only like a 2 to 3 hour thing, where games are more long lasting. There's more investment into them, I believe. Especially that's why games is a bigger form of entertainment and media than movies and entertainment like that. So guys, that's all I got in this video. Really good food for thought. Would you like to see Ghost of Tsushima get delayed just for The Last of Us to come out on June 26th? That would be the question I propose to you. And as always, make sure you hit that like button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.